Good morning. It's your girl. And boy, I got some news for you. Hold on, stay tuned, come back. To Karina's Forte. And man, do I have a lot of things I want to tell you. There's so many things going on. You know, I got to start with Trump. Man, this dude, sometimes I laugh at some of the things he does because, real talk, your president is a hood rat. He does a real hood rat shit. Like right now, out of the tariffs, right? He trying to say he gonna cut us checks and all of this. No. When it ends up, it's like it's not even enough to cover our deficits. It can't cover anything. What he collected and what it is two different things. I'll tell you one thing, he collected way more than we've ever collected in tariffs. That's why our products have been at a great price. Let me tell you. So last year, our tariffs totaled $80 billion. Sounds like a lot, right? Nah. How about right now, as of December, this dude has collected $286 billion in tariffs. And you telling me we couldn't break some of that off to pay for SNAP? See what I'm saying? Who ration? Like, nah, we ain't got enough. Hold up, we ain't got it. Then he said, okay, we're gonna give 12 billion. Now he's spacing this little bit of money compared to all the stuff we need to do, like bring down our deficit. That's where it really should go, bringing down our deficit. He wanted to try to give us checks. He doesn't have enough money to give us checks. So if you're waiting on that Donald Trump check, it's not coming. It's not coming. All right. Now, let me tell you. So he want to get 12 billion to the farmers because now they add them. But that's what they get. It's called fuck around and find out. All the white, yes, I have to say this, all the white farmers. Oh my God, we ain't got nobody to help us. What we gonna do? And they crying to Trump, we voted for you and we'll vote for him again. This is the problem, right? All right, I'm gonna let all of y'all split this 12 billion. It ain't enough. It ain't hardly enough. But the black farmers, they ain't saying nothing. You know why? Because they work in their own damn farms. Why people ain't accustomed to that type of work like that? They used to somebody always helping them. For the life of them, in this country, they have always had someone to help them. Period. So he gonna tell the farmers that, right? After he didn't gave most of the crops that we buy, like soybeans and stuff, from like Argentina. And so what about the soybean farmers here? You see the sleight of hand? They didn't see it. He played 3-card Molly. Which one is it under? Is it this one? Is it this one? I laugh, not because it's funny, because it's so messed up that these people who are in a cult, they follow him cultishly, cannot even see. They can't even see that he's shaking their hand with one hand and then in their pocket with the other. That's the funny part. Because if you tell them, no, he didn't do that, you guys need to go back to school immediately. Yeah. He does so many jacked up things. And so right now, the craziest thing he's trying to do is roll back the 14th Amendment. Let me tell you what it is. So the 14th Amendment says that an immigrant mother that has a child in the U.S. is automatically a U.S. citizen. Period. Point blank. No questions. Boom. Now, what's really written in that is that it was really written for the people that of enslaved citizens, right? I can't call them citizens because they're actually the indigenous people to this land, but I digress. Anywho, it was really only meant for the enslaved people. Like, we're the only people in the country that are actually written into the Declaration. You know what I'm saying? We're the only ones, Constitution. We're the only ones written into that, right? So there was a question asked about civil rights, and they was like, isn't civil right? No, real talk, and let's be real with it. Civil rights is for Black Indigenous Americans only. Our ancestors fought for us only. However, they have utilized it now to bring in other people of the Black diaspora, like Africans, Caribbeans, and such, right? Even though I think they don't even know how they got up in here, they just felt like they got up in here. So the whole thing was for them to find new Black people that they can control, because the indigenous ones was like, look, we were already enslaved. We ain't doing this and this. So they got them to come over here and gave them all of this stuff that they never gave us: free housing, no taxes, all kinds of basically welfare. Real talk. And what else did they give? Just a lot of stuff, basically handouts, total handouts. Now, most of the Caribbean ones, they took a little, but they didn't take a lot. It was like, look, let me just get an opportunity. Let me go to school. Let me work and do my thing. But the Africans, all of them as a whole, are still on, they came on the system and they've been staying on the system. So yeah, when they say Black people, they always include the Black indigenous, those people with the Black indigenous people. That's why they got to make another group, so they can notice that our group is our group, their group is their group. Okay, because they doing too much. And see, when they come here, none of them are Black. Not one of them is Black. If you ask them, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm Somalian, I'm that. Designer Black. Okay, cool. But the moment they ass get in trouble, they're Black Americans like me. No, the fuck you ain't. We're the Black Indigenous Americans. It's a difference. This is where we're from. All our people. This is where we're from. We didn't come from Africa. We didn't. See, back eons ago, Black people were everywhere because we were the first people. So you don't think they were over here? Of course. So we are indigenous to the Americas. That's our thing, to the Americas, right? So, and nobody respects that. We don't have culture. We don't have this, even though they talk like us, walk like us, wear our shit. We are America. We say what's hot, what's not. We say what the fashion gonna be. We say the words. Everybody emulates us, is what I'm saying. So, anywho, we definitely need to delineate and separate it, because now they're included in all of these records for being Black too. No, if you have parents, if you were born here and you have parents that are Caribbean, well, that's what you are. You're not regular Black American like us. You know what I'm saying? No, you ain't say it before. Now you want to say it. Nah, you are Caribbean American. Nothing wrong with that. Or Jamaican American, whatever you want to call yourself. But it's Caribbean American. It's a whole different group. And you might want to delineate yourself from the Africans. The Africans is something else. All they knew how to do is pillage. Remember, I was thinking, like, hold on, do I know any people from Somalia? And probably I've seen some. I don't know if I went to school with any. All I remember is the boat, when there was pirates and shit and robbed the boat. And I'm saying, like, they talk real greasy together. Like, they shouldn't even be in office, in no political office, because they were not born here. And they had like a whole ring going with the unemployment, sending money back to their terrorist group back home. It's a lot. Those people always send money back home. Them, the Caribbeans, they send the money back home because this is not their home. We know, they know, that's what it is, right? Now, another thing is Africans, especially, I thought the Nigerians were the worst, but I don't know. I think it's a toss up between them two, because I met some cool African people that don't get down like this. But these two groups of people, Nigerians, they are the raccoons of the world. They will steal from you everything. Remember, they're the ones who stole from our grandparents, right? Just feed the children. $100 here, $100 there. You know what I'm saying? They're the ones who was running that ring. And they say, look at our country is rich. Yeah, we paid for that. Our grandparents did, at least. I'm just saying. I digress. So to see them take advantage, and this ain't no little taking advantage. See, they be looking at us because they saying Black as a whole. But we have to delineate, because it's not that we dislike anybody or anything. We already built our own thing. The foundational indigenous Black Americans have built everything so that they can even come over here, right? But when they're in trouble is when they want to be called black, and I think sometimes like they go to certain areas where there's no black people. And I think the black people there feel bad about what happened with slavery and stuff like that. And so they always want to help. But just so you know, if you in one of those states where you got those Somalis, they are not black indigenous Americans. So don't give them treatment you should be giving us. Do not. They don't deserve it. They're coming here as immigrants. They need to work like everybody else did. Okay. And we don't have a problem with anybody coming here. We have a problem with them in our community like that, saying when they do bad things, grouping us all together. Hell no, don't group us together. We different. We different. It's a big ass difference. And we need to say that. I had to say that because you know what? I'd be tired of that. At first, I was just like, oh, most black people are so loving. We're good with everybody. We're the only group of people in the world that are good with everybody. Yeah, come on, we're gonna take care of you. That's why white women across seas will say, if you get lost, find a black man. Yeah, because he ain't gonna do nothing to you. He gonna bring you to where you gotta go, bring you to the police station, wherever they gotta bring you to. Make sure you eat. Well, we tired of that too. Don't keep telling your kids to find our asses. Because no. That's it. So at some point we have to say no. And so, yeah, that's it. It's still love for everybody. Do what you got to do, but don't splash and put dirt on our name. We work way too hard and already still have issues. Now you want to say, oh, they don't like black people. You wasn't saying that before when you said we're not black. We're Somali. Well, keep your Somali ass over there, and we good is what I'm saying. No disrespect to anybody. Why you say that? Because even though we're from the black diaspora, it's a big ass difference. We're from here. No other black people are from here. All of them are immigrants. We are not. We are from this. We've been here. We've been here even before these natives that you call Native Americans. No, they're Southeast Asians that came here. That was cool. We let them in too. That's how we are. But that's how they got us. That's how they got us. And you don't believe me? Go read old Christopher Columbus's little journal, right? He didn't discover America, but they said he did. He didn't. But guess what he did say in there? He said the natives are so friendly and welcoming. Their skin is black. None of those Indians have ever been black, okay? And then they let the colonizer colonize them too, because they actually owned slaves. Yeah, I know y'all ain't know that, but now you do. They owned slaves at one point in one time. So all I'm saying is this: black indigenous Americans still have love for everyone. But those people are not us. And yeah, I'm going to say those people because they got a whole different mentality. All they come to do is pillage, come to take. Not one of those groups have added to America at all. They all pack shit up and send it over there to their country because that's who they're loyal to, not this one. Even though they talk shit, it's like, if it's that easy, then go back to your hometown or your country and build it up like we did. Do what we did. But that's why we probably the most hated, because we did the impossible, it seems, because none of them have done that. Not one of them. They all over here to pillage, to be the new black Americans. It ain't going to happen, bro, is what I'm saying. You see how he turned on you. And they always say, you're next. What you mean you next? We was first. We ain't next. We don't got next. We've been first all this time. Yeah. Now you see what it really is. That's it. That's the whole thing. Now you see what it is. In America, your ass is just black. Period. You ain't designer or Gucci. You ain't designer. You're not Gucci or Louis black. Your ass is just black. And now they're starting to see, white America is starting to see the differences between you guys and us, finally, because they all kind of group us together. No, don't group us together. We different. They not like us. They not like us. They never gonna be like us, period. We got love, but from afar. And then we got my boy, I feel so sorry for this guy, man. I liked him from the time I seen him in Trump's office. The president of Ukraine, Zelensky, he came in there, he was just trying. Hey, help me. You know what I'm saying? It's like the David and Goliath story type thing, you know? And he's like the David, and they're like the Goliath, Russia, you know? And Trump called himself fixing things, but he's not really fixing it. He's actually throwing the Ukraine under the bus, even though we've given them money to help with the fight and stuff. He wants to control certain things because they have a secret ingredient over there, is what I'm saying, a mineral. And so they want to, Trump and his administration want to take advantage of that. And so Russia's saying, hey, what we doing? We're going to bomb them. Boom, we're going to throw something else at them. They're not even going real hard on them. They put out their practice squad. You know what I'm saying? That's how bad it is. But I'm praying that Zelensky and them come up. Like they just leave them alone. You know what I mean? Come up with some sort of deal, something. Because Putin will not talk to Zelensky because he feel like he's beneath him. He'll talk to Trump because we are one of the most powerful countries in the world. It doesn't look like it, I know. We don't feel like it, but it's true. The only thing is that we have allowed too many things to happen in our country. And I'm hoping that the next group of people or whomever can start patching up these holes, because there's a lot of holes where people are getting in, infiltrating, because there's a lot of terror cells. And if you don't know what that means, it means people that are sleepers, you know what I'm saying? And ready to attack us at any moment. Yeah, because America has done some things. And if you fall asleep long enough, you can get got. And yeah, we got a few holes we need to patch up, but hopefully we can get this all together. And last but not least, I'm going to hit you with some good news. My girl, Jasmine Crockett, is running for the Texas Senate. I would love to see her in the Senate seat next year. Oh my God, she would be so much. Oh my, it would be amazing to have her there in Congress like that, on that level. It would be dope. So I'm hoping to see that, and congratulations to her for doing that. I wish I could vote for her. I'm not in Texas, but I wish I could. Anywho, look, it's that time. I still need you to get up. Yeah, you get up, get out, and look. Don't be asking for handouts if you just need a hand.